Deputy Speaker, for 10 years families, businesses, organisations and councils have planned their lives and their future around a project called the Inland Rail. And I'll quote from the Inland Rail website. Inland Rail will enhance our national freight network and supply chain capabilities, connecting existing freight routes through rail, road, ports and supporting Australia's growth. The project was first proposed in 1998 as a nation-building initiative to take trucks off our roads and to build our freight capacity and to help the progress of regional towns along the route. About 10 years ago, the project became a certainty. Farms have been bought, businesses have been formed, industrial parks have been planned and created, dreams have been built around the Inland Rail. Instead, the 960-kilometre stretch from Parkes to Brisbane has now been axed, and thousands of people and businesses have been left in limbo. This, the Labor government tells us, is an economic decision. But, Speaker, in the scramble to find money, this Labor government is not only further limiting the sovereignty of our nation, it is devastating livelihoods, slashing employment and destroying generational businesses, and sticking the knife in the back of regional communities. This is not economics. This is metrocentric selfishness. Nick McClure, from a Narrabri-based business called Specialised Civil Services, tells me the announcement came as a massive shock to his community of Narrabri. This business has now gone from 85 full-time employees plus subcontractors to just 40 full-time staff after the announcement. Specialised Civil has invested more than $25 million in a quarry business, primarily to service the Inland Rail project. This is just one town. Jobs lost, millions of dollars lost, and not a word of support from this federal Albanese Labor government. Nick McClure has a message for this government, and I quote, "I would like the federal government to explain why regional communities don't get any attention. We are the backbone of this country. This is where the money comes from, not the city. We are the exporters, we do the farming, and we have the resources. It is frustrating." Deputy Speaker, no warning, no consultation, no consideration. The economic landscape has gone from one of promise and prosperity to uncertainty. And I've spoken to mayors, business owners, families, farmers. They are bewildered and they're angry. The Mayor of Parkes, Neil Westcott, says the announcement was like having his arm cut off. Dubbo Mayor Josh Black says the decision shows the raw deal regional Australians get. Narrabri Mayor Darryl Tiemann said it is a wasted opportunity to create a nation-building project. These councils and many more have worked with the federal government for decades to make this project a reality. Narromine Shire Council has supported the development of a materials distribution centre and a major industrial estate. In Moree, the Moree Special Activation Precinct, a major logistics and agribusiness hub specifically for the Inland Rail project, is now in doubt. On March 2 this year, the Inland Rail announced that every New South Wales section of the Inland Rail had been approved. Now, years of funding, years of planning, years of families and businesses going through the extended process of acquisitions is wasted. People like the Roberts family in Narromine, who have been advised that their land would be acquired, now are left without the ability to make any plans for their future. Years of new precincts, new businesses, new jobs and years of hope, all wasted. Deputy Speaker, this is not only the economic cost, but there is a human cost as well. With this announcement of 200,000 trucks, they'll stay on the road annually, transit times will not be cut, freight costs will remain high, emissions will not be reduced, and last and apparently least in the eyes of this government, jobs, investment and economic growth will suffer in regional Australia. But what loss is this, Deputy Speaker, when a Labor government can rip money out of regions and give it to Melbourne, another $3.8 billion for the suburban rail loop?
The member's time has expired.